Massachusetts is where this case is taking place. The jealous ex shot dead trial for Brian Camp. He is accused of killing a man who broke into his home at night. He shot him twice. The first shot, the prosecution says, was fair game, but the second shot 8.5 minutes later was not. We're listening now to the 911 call that both the prosecution and defense say proves their case in the case against Brian Camp.
911. Is your emergency? Hello? Ma'am, please check on the South Street. Okay, in justice. Ma'am, what is going on there, please? Okay, hold on. Ma'am, did you say somebody broke into your house? Okay, where are they right now? Attacking your boyfriend? Do you know who they are? Ma'am, are there any weapons? Okay, does the person who broke into your house have any weapons? Okay, do you know who they are? If you do know who they are, who is it? Who is it? Ma'am, who broke into your house? Ma'am, where are they located right now? Okay, they're upstairs in your house? Are you down there? Okay. I need you to take a, ma'am, I need you to take a deep breath so I can get this information from you, okay? They're already on their way out to you. Okay, hold on. Okay, Johnathan, what's his last name? Letendre? Okay. So, what is your boyfriend's name?
Wow, what a hysterical call there from the woman who's at the center of this, the girlfriend who called 911. We're hitting the pause button on this 911 call. We're going to bring in our in-studio guest, former federal prosecutor and criminal defense attorney Michael Sterling is here. Just tell me what you think about the hysterics in that call. Who does that help when you're hearing this chaos?
I mean, I think it helps the defense, right? Because what you're doing is putting into context a real life situation, right? It's easy for prosecutors to sort of replay what was happening in that scene, but when you hear the hysteria, the chaos, the moment of this all happening, and you can feel the real emotions, the fear, the thought process. You can see, like, there's a reason that there's an exception to the hearsay rule called excited utterance, because when you're in that moment, it's hard for you to make something up. right? You can't just, you know, when you have that frantic, that nervousness, that stress, that fear, you can't just make stuff up. And so when you hear what's happening in the moment, I think it really helps the defense's case because, you know, it puts into context what might have been happening what going through. You can hear that's his wife. She's afraid. She's scared. She's terrified. And so it helps put into context what they were going through in that moment.
This is anyone's worst nightmare, a home invasion. You are asleep, you wake up, and someone is inside of your home. And we're hearing that play out, the 20 minutes that it took police to get there. Are jurors going to hang their hat on that? Are they really going to lean into that? Knowing that sometimes police can come immediately, sometimes they can't. But what do you do if you're a defendant or the shooter in this case, and you have the assailant inside your home still?
And 20 minutes is an unusually long time when you have a call like that. Right now, if you call 911 and you know you're looking for assistance or there's some non-emergency type situation where you can wait for police, but typically when you have a home invasion, someone's in your home, you have a call like that, you usually have somewhere between a 3.5 to 4.5 minute call. 3.5 to 4.5 minute response time from police or emergency responders. 20 minutes is unusually long for this type of incident. And so I do think that's going to impact jurors because it's like, what was going on in those 20 minutes? And was the threat ever leveled? And, you know, was there a reason to still be in fear that something could happen? And why was, you know, and why were you taking so long?
That's going to be key. Was the threat leveled? I think that's what both of these sides are going to be hammering home. Michael Sterling, thank you so much. We do have to get to a break, but we've hit the pause button on that 911 call. We're all going to listen to it play out together. We're going to listen for those two shots. And kudos to that 911 call operator being able to translate really what this poor woman is saying in that moment. Stay with us. You're watching Court TV, your front row seat to justice. Welcome to Court TV Live. I'm Julia Janae, filling in for Julie Grant. And this hour, we are tracking two major cases. One in Georgia, where convicted killer Leilani Simon, her sentencing is scheduled for today at 1:30 p.m. We're also tracking a trial in Massachusetts. We're getting you caught up on the jealous ex shot dead murder trial for Brian Camp. He's charged with manslaughter in the death of his girlfriend's ex-boyfriend. And according to court documents, the victim, Johnathan Letendre, broke into the home that Camp shared with his girlfriend and two children and attacked Camp while he was sleeping. Letendre was the girlfriend's ex who couldn't let it go, wanted to still be with her, and that night at 12:30 a.m. broke in. Camp allegedly shot Letendre in the torso first as Brooke Janik was calling 911, and then 8.5 minutes later, he shoots again. Let's listen to more of that 911 call.
Your boyfriend is Jonathan has a firearm right now? Ma'am? Okay, who has the gun right now? You have it? Okay. Is Jonathan still in the house right now? Okay, are they separated right now? Okay, do you have the only gun there now? Yes. Okay, hold on 1 second, okay? What's your name now? What's going on now? Okay, what is your name? Janet? Okay, hold on 1 second, okay? Okay, that's all right. So Brian has Jonathan in the living room right now? And where are you? Okay. And you said Brian's bleeding? Okay, hold it. Okay, back up. Back up and they're back now. Okay, did you exit the house? Okay, did you still have the firearm? Okay. Okay, so I want you to stay up for this and keep it on in the same place. He has another one. Who has another one? A firearm. We have a two in the house because he's a deer hunter. Okay, well, nobody currently has a firearm in their hand except for you, right? Brian has one, and Jonathan has a metal bar. They're still fighting. Okay, so hold on. So you have a gun in your hand. Your boyfriend Brian has a gun? Yes, it's not currently. Okay, and Jonathan has a metal bar or something. Okay, all right. I want you to stand on to me, okay? Do not get up. John Letendre, can you tell me why he broke into your house? He's been my boss at Dunkin' Donuts for 3 years now. Okay, where are you right now? I want you to stay out of the house, okay? Okay, take a deep breath. You need to stay out of the home, okay? What else have you heard? Okay, you don't hear anything anymore? Ma'am, stay out of the house, okay? Stay out of the house. Do you see anything? You got him? Party shot? Fired and sprayed and shoot the gun. You shot him where? Okay, is Brian outside with you right now?
This is a call that screams exigent circumstances. It's hard to make out, hard to hear everything that Brooke Janik is saying there, but you can hear her reacting, saying no over and over, and the shot did happen there. And we know that because then she's talking about it to the 911 caller who is asking her for more details about this shot. But that's the first shot. And what we're anticipating is that there's going to be a second shot about 8.5 minutes later. Let's pick it up where we're leaving off.
Okay, then stay out of the house, okay? I am. Where are you? You're on the front porch? I'm gonna relay some information to the troopers. You need to stay on the phone and stay out of the house, okay? You've seen Brian. Brian came outside and he was not shot. Hold on, stay on the phone. Do not go in the house. Okay. What's going to happen is the troopers are on their way there. When you see them pulling up, I need you to walk towards them, and I need you to expose your hands and feet so that they can see that you have that firearm, okay? Okay, they know you do. I just want everyone to stay safe when they get to the scene, okay? I just don't want... Johnathan, what is going on with Johnathan right now? I don't know. Okay, where is Brian right now? Okay, did Brian just come back outside? I just want to know what Brian is doing right now. I don't want him to go in the house, so you stay outside. Hold on. When he put the clothes on, what is Johnathan's status? Do you know? What's his status? Does Johnathan have a gunshot wound? Okay. Okay, I want you and Brian to exit the home. Are you and Brian both outside? Can you ask Brian where in the body he shot Johnathan? Yes.
We're hitting the pause button on this 911 call. We want to bring in our analyst to talk about this piece of evidence. We have still with us here in studio criminal defense attorney and former prosecutor Michael Sterling. We also have joining us the chief trial attorney for the prosecution's office in Muskegon, Michigan, Muskegon County, Michigan. Matt Roberts is with us as well. Matthew, thank you for joining us. Let me get your take now that you are here watching along with us on this case and the 911 call's impact, because Brooke Janik is hysterical throughout. There doesn't seem to be a lull yet in her fear on this call.
Yeah, it certainly is harrowing to listen to. being in the position of trying to determine whether this was self-defense or not. This is an incredibly difficult case for the prosecution here. I trust they believe that they have the evidence to prove this, but juries tend to react viscerally, right? They react on a personal level, whereas lawyers and police officers in analyzing evidence look at it in a more analytical sense. So this 911 call really presses that visceral button for the jurors where they're going to have a strong reaction to that, and it's going to be difficult for them to set aside that feeling and just look at the cold facts of the case and say, well, 8.5 minutes is enough time where you shouldn't be a threat anymore. Very challenging, very, very difficult case.
Yeah, difficult case for this jury. I think they're really going to have to understand the law in this case, Michael, because the facts, I mean, what do you think prosecutors were thinking when they decided, yes, this is one we're going to go after?
I don't know what they were thinking. I mean, this is the reason the reason I practice criminal defense law, right? For cases just like this, right? Someone in their own home, minding their own business, being with their family, being with their kids, and someone invites trouble to you, brings trouble to you. You're doing nothing wrong except being in your home, minding your business. Someone breaks into your home with a knife to attack you while your kids are there, while you're sleeping in your own home, and you react in a way that allows you to defend yourself and your family, and you get indicted for it and get charged with a crime. This is the reason I practice criminal defense law for cases just like this.
And we understand from Richard Grundy, a trial attorney that we've had on our air, that the range for this judge, if this defendant is convicted, is between probation and 20 years for this manslaughter case. So it's a fascinating one to see play out. Michael Sterling, thank you so much. I know we have to say goodbye to you, but thanks for being here with us. We have more ahead. That 911 call that was made in the Jealous Ex Shot Dead murder trial. We're going to hear that second shot, or at least the reaction to it, on the other side of this quick break.
Tonight on Court TV.
I'm Vinny Politan. Welcome to Closing Arguments. We have a big hour ahead here.
Your deplorable actions are unforgivable.
The community still doesn't know how this Boston police officer died.
He can't prove one element of his case.
It was a dramatic day, a dramatic moment inside the courtroom.
What's happening here?
It's unreal. Let me show you exactly what happened.
Closing Arguments with Vinny Politan. Tonight at 8/7 Central. Only on Court TV.
Welcome back to Court TV Live. We are bringing you the Jealous Ex Shot Dead trial, this morning. We've been listening to a 911 call made by the defendant's girlfriend. This happened the night of the shooting, and we're picking it up where we left off. In this call, we're listening for that second shot that happened 8.5 minutes after the first shot, but also the defense says there was an exclamation before that shot. Let's go in.
Can you just ask him? Sure. He's our area control. Is Brian right there? What is your last name? It's Janet? J-A-N-I-K. What's your phone number? 413-992-9122. Okay. Is Brian outside with you now? What was the last thing that Brian told you, man? Okay. What's Brian doing right now? Can he Where's the firearm that Brian had? I think you're going to suicide. You don't know. Just go up to the door and count up and then I don't know. I'll make sure that that firearm is away from Jonathan. Okay. You just heard another gunshot? Hold on 1 second. Do not go in the home. Stay away from the house, man. I don't want you to look I know, I'm sorry. It's okay. What is Brian? What's he hearing when he just came outside? They're not coming out, are they? Heard another gunshot? There should be a cruiser approximately a minute out from you, okay? Once you see that, I want you to make your hands visible to that cruiser, and I want you to slowly walk away from the house and speak with him, okay? And he will better direct you on what to do. Is Brian able to come out? Have you heard from him at all? I don't think to go to the house. Did he shoot a gun again? Okay, did he shoot a gun again, ma'am? Okay. What is the status of Johnathan right now? Okay, is he alive?
I don't know.
Okay. Okay, Brian, do you have a firearm on you still? Okay. Yes, you can put it away from you. I want you when the cruiser gets there. Both of you make your hands visible to him and cooperate with him when he gets there, okay? I want you to let me know when he's right next to you. Are you walked away from the house? Okay, make sure your hands are visible to him? Okay. That's okay. Keep your other hand out and tell Brian to keep his hands visible. Okay, are you good? You're not going to the trooper view? Okay, I'm going to hang up with you, okay?